something crazy? I hadn't had a Diet Coke like ever in my life. And then I had one like a month and a half ago at this co-working space I work out of, and it's gonna be the death of me. Caffeine, it's not even an ad. It's just so good. It's problematic. Yeah, but anyways, welcome to today's episode of the Mason Gang. We got a couple of big updates for you, giving you an idea of what's going on, why videos have been a little sparse, what's going on in the life of Bobster, and we also have some pretty big news. Pretty big news in this video. All right, so we're actually doing a little job in between a bunch of bigger jobs. We're adding croupier in here. Kind of like a low ground cover that is like a grass replacement. So we're just kind of regrading this whole thing. I'm just kind of walking them through the project. We're just regrading it, pushing everything out to these low points. Then we're just bringing in loamy soil and adding an irrigation line, and we're good to go, which is sweet. We're actually getting asked to design a pretty large project for a homeowners association. And this is a condo complex here in Phoenix. What we're starting with, this gatehouse. Gatehouse in the back is probably pretty good. This gatehouse in the front, it's a problem. So like you can even see like these lantanas, they're stressed. And honestly, it's probably like a soil problem, combo of soil problem and like the shade it's getting because of the tree and the guardhouse. They want a whole new design here. And that's something I can get them, no problem. Getting rid of the tree. You can see like there's some grading issues. So that's probably got sitting water off of that downspout. We got a problem with the grade in here. This doesn't come out. You can see that this probably holds water all the way through. And it gets stuck on this ledge, doesn't go out. And that's where we have a problem on the other side. So we're actually looking at redoing everything through here. They actually just redid this. They redid this because there was a water problem. The last landscaper came in, redid it, didn't even grade this right. So if we look down here, there's a swale right here. So there's a ridge. We come from this side. There's a ridge right there. So water can't actually exit and flow to the street. So that's a problem. We should be bringing in fill dirt, running it from that corner down and making sure it slopes all the way down and out. With that being said, we're also doing landscaping to these houses. So these bushes, everything's random. They don't like it. They're sick of the random mismatch. I mean, if you look at a house like this, it is, I mean, you really look at it, it's very symmetrical. So it should be very clean. It shouldn't be random. We should have a fixture piece on one corner, fixture piece on the other corner. And then we should have something that's nice and contemporary in the front. So maybe a fixture piece on one corner that's only 3 feet so it doesn't block the addresses. Fixture piece on the other. And then a couple, like 3 small hedges along that edge. So we'll do 3 in the middle. Fixture, 3 in the middle. And then as you work your way down, you'd want to tear this stuff out. Just get rid of it. At this point, it's overgrown. You can see that it's kind of falling into the sidewalk itself. So you just want to pull them quick and you want to re-rock it. Once again, if you can, add a fixture piece, and then add that same design in the middle. And then here we need to tear this out, getting rid of the concrete slab, running a drain tile underneath the base material, and then doing pavers right up to the curb, right up to the stairway. They're going to be tearing out this grass and adding rock. This is all sloping down and into this wall. That wall is getting a lot of water, so you can see the stucco plaster is just getting ruined on it. So you need to figure out a way in which you're not sloping it up against the wall, slope it off to the right, or slope it down to the left. But the corner, that's just not an option. You can't keep putting it there. You just got plants in here that don't have a good chance of living. Like these are bougainvilleas. You can see everything slopes off. Actually, I'm going to show you that later when we get to the oleanders. Decrease maintenance, check the irrigation, check whatever the heck is going on in here. So we got another one here, another one in that corner. You can see that things like the yuccas are not bad. Put them all on the same drip lines, and we're gonna have to check irrigation because it's probably a mess. But we just got to run through here, do the same thing. Probably suggest doing rocks in the middle here, just because like maybe you do a triangle rocks, because that's got to be a lot of maintenance. See, they're kind of turning yellow. Having a problem getting enough water. So that root ball is higher than this curb. It's higher than all the ground around it. So water hits that root ball and it just, even the irrigation on it, it hits the root ball and it just flows down and out. So that thing isn't getting the water it needs. So obviously when you have really hot, a ton of heat coming off of this tar, bunch of heat coming off of that wall, that thing is so compromised. Good luck to that oleander. It's really just those main pain points, tearing out stuff. And really honestly, like there's quite a few areas that a fixture piece just won't work. Like that tree, it's way too close. How are we gonna get a fixture in there? Like it's gonna be hard getting a fixture in there. You don't need a bush underneath your mailbox. It's just more maintenance and you're just spending money. You don't need sprawling ground cover. What we're trying to do here is decrease the maintenance, make it look uniform. Everything, like I said, is symmetrical. So let's make the design symmetrical. We're not the biggest company in the valley, yet somehow we keep showing up to these projects and they keep treating us like we're brilliant just because we know a little thing about landscaping. We try really hard to learn and make sure we give you the best possible outcome that will last a long time. It's good fun. I'm gonna take a few pictures. I'm gonna get out of here. You guys saw Steven a couple videos ago. Update, maintenance. Look at this trailer. This is something, anyone that builds trailers in Minnesota, please reach out to us because we need a trailer just like this in Minnesota. You can see it, Steven's smart. He actually uses it efficiently. There's gas cans locked in here, and that's something we never do, lock anything, so thank you. All the maintenance tools, I haven't even seen these, so we got a new trimmer in there. That's exciting. A lopper, hand blower, hula hoe. Who calls it? Why is it called a hula hoe instead of a hoe? Okay, hula hoe. Get some irrigation stuff. Eventually there'll be a little mower in here. All right, 14-foot utility trailer here in AZ, and I'm a big fan. We're probably gonna buy one and bring one home with us. Jeez, aren't we looking professional? Just scattered around this neighborhood with our logo trucks. Before I leave, and before we wrap up this, I promised you guys that we had some big news. Bradley, this guy, well, actually that means a lot more of this guy too on the channel. Yep. We are merging. So we have a lot of content on Three Timbers channel. Brad does an amazing job. But only like 100 people watch them. And also, believe it or not, like this group here, we are the guys that are building the business. So it takes a lot of our time. So like it's hard for me to create videos for you guys every week. It's hard for him to create videos for 3Ts every single week. So we're gonna start making videos together, and like you're gonna have the videos where, I mean, actually the next one's gonna be this guy.
Big project video. It's gonna be Bill's, right?
Yeah. We're gonna have me doing videos, him doing videos. He's gonna be in the background of videos. So it's gonna be a lot more content coming your way, a lot more regular basis. You're gonna learn a lot more about landscaping, a lot more about building companies, and it's gonna be sweet. So
higher quality videos. Weekly.
That's the truth. Just want to say I'm pretty excited that we're kind of merging. Like I said, more content for you guys, better content. We're gonna work together more to do things, and it's just gonna be sweet. We're gonna have a lot of good stuff for you guys. So with that, thanks for joining me today's episode of the Mason Gang. See you in the next episode.